Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Making a Journal Series 2. But before I show you any work that I'm going to do, before I start working that, I want to show you something very pretty. This is a little container that my sister-in-law bought for me. She made it, she covered it, she had it in her cupboard, it had nuts or something or other in it. And she's put all these beautiful embellishments on it, little flowers with the little coils. She's even glittered the little flower herself, the bling around the edge, and then she put one lot of ribbon followed by another lot of ribbon, and on the top she has a little doily, some tulle, another little crochet doily, a resin flower, some silk flowers, some paper flowers, and these little things are polystyrene balls, and this is a little flower that she's covered herself. So I think she's done a sterling job of this, absolutely beautiful, but what's inside is even sweeter. Had to tip it up like that, sorry. That's the little jar, and it's doing double duty on my table. The lid is sitting very prettily against something looking gorgeous, and the little jar I'm putting some of my work tools in that I'm currently using for this series, and a couple of other things that I'm doing, like the quilling and a secret squirrel thing that I can't tell you about because my daughter will get a cranky. But underneath my hand is this. Isn't that just beautiful? It's a little tea light. She even cut the little piece out there before she put the doily on so I could turn it on and off. Isn't that sweet? She's made the little doily. There's one there and another one here. And they're die cuts. She's put bling around the edge of the little candle. And then on the outside circle of the thing, she's put a little piece of ribbon, a little paper flower, some leaves, and she's even put bling around there and another additional lot there. Isn't that so sweet? That is just lovely. Thank you, Maxine, from the bottom of my heart. It's beautiful. Maxine does not have a YouTube channel, but she surprises me with little gifties like this every now and then, and it's just lovely to see how creative she is. We swap photos all the time too, so she's a very talented lady. So I'll just pop that to one side and haul over the punch that I'm using. And I've taken a signature out of my book already, so that's the one we're going to be working in. The other one is still there. Okay, before we go any further, I must stop saying that's my last two for the day. How hard it is not to say something you really don't want to. This is how I'm making the little borders that I'm going to be putting into my journal. I've got the patterns paper. I'm putting one strip of double-sided tape when she doesn't get it wrong. Oh, that was not smart. Okay, so I'll just use the other side. Don't worry, I'll use that somewhere else. Just sort of slipped out of my hand and went where it shouldn't have done. That's how it was supposed to go. Talk about getting bloopers. Aren't you lucky you're getting my bloopers as well as everything else? Whoopie-do. Okay, that I'm not sure what I'll do with it, but I will use it. I'm not going to throw it out. Okay, I line my paper up with the very edge, not of the silver die, but the very edge of the die, so the punch itself. That way I get nearly a full pattern when I'm working. My hands are not very strong today, so that's why I'm having to use two. Normally I can crunch these out with one hand, but today the arthritis is just a little bit on the painful side. But I'm not whinging. I'm still alive and I can still use my hands. So I'm laughing. That's good. It's all cool. Okay, just get the little pieces out from behind here. And they can also be used in collage or in junk journals for all sorts of bits and pieces. Because they've got the tape on them already, you don't have to fuss and fight too much trying to put glue on them. It's really quite wonderful. Now bring in my beautiful tonic guillotine. Turn it over so I can see where the edge of the tape is. Pop it in. Don't know how well you can see that from up there. And cut down, and there we have a ready-made border. Doesn't take long, but I have saved this some time, and I've pre-made a lot of them because I thought this little journal, I think it's going to turn into something botanical. I really do, because I've got a lot of things that I had pre-cut out of the 13 Arts paper, and I'm going to use a lot of it in here. I've also started making notes of what's in my episode, so this is not going to go in the journal. I'll be putting another piece of paper in to replace it, so that's not going to get prettied up at all. But I'm just leaving it there because I know where it is then. These two are some of the, or a couple of the sheets of paper, or one sheet of paper that I had, and I've cut it down to fit inside. It was going to be the front cover until I crackled it, but I'm going to put this inside of the book, front and back. So let's do that first. That way it will be out of our way. And I won't have to, I was going to leave, yes I know, I did say I was going to leave that as is, but then I thought, no, can't do that. Just have to make it look pretty. Get out my lovely quick sticks tool again, because I've already put double-sided tape on the back of these. Come on baby, you can do this. Here we go. See, front cover. I already had plans for it, but I changed up my mind like a 2-year-old kid. I think I'm allowed to do that. I mounted these pieces onto lots of double-sided tape so that they're not going to bend and buckle. Okay, that's the inside of the front, and I do like that so much better than having a brown cover to that. Mind you, I like the brown cover too, but you know, I just happen to like the pretties more. Oh, I love that quick sticks thing. It is gorgeous. Okay, put it nearly over there. So you can still see the brown, but it's just like a little border. And that's hunky-dory by me, folks. There, and that brings in that lovely piece of paper that I hid the spine underneath. Okay, I'm happy with that. I am very happy with that. It's all coming together, folks. It's all coming together. Okie doke. Now I'll just turn that over for now, and I think this needs some prettying up. So we'll get one of our little borders, measure it up, just a tad small, but that's okay. I'd rather have them a tad small than a tad big. Because I would have awful battles trying to undo them. Oh, just like I'm having here. Hello? What's happened? Tape stuck to itself instead of sticking to the paper. Naughty tape. Just be gentle when you're doing things like this, because you don't want to tear the finer pieces off. Now normally I would put a border that way, but because of those little fine pieces, I'm going to turn it round and do it this way. It will give this old book page a little bit of added strength. Look what happened. I had my finger underneath and I pulled quickly, and the little design piece came off in my hand. Thank goodness for tweezers. Get that off, and very carefully, because it's got tape on it already, There we go. Yes, you know it's been done, but only if you're looking. And I mean looking hard. Okay, it's a bit blendy, as in blending into the page, but once you get something else on there, that will show out, and by something else, maybe a tag or a flip. Actually, that doesn't half look bad. I might stick something on that. Yep. I might just put it across that page as it was. I like that. That looked pretty darn good in my opinion. Oh, come now. Thank you. Beautiful. Now, a tiny little bit of glue just to get... Oh, I don't need to. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I will. Okay. If I can get this to come down quickly, that will be awesome. Sometimes these little fine needle ones get a bit jammed up. Come on, baby. No, it's not going to work for me today. I'll have to clean that again. I forgot to do that before I put it away last night. Naughty me. Okay, out with it, trusty Aileen's. When I was at Paper Flourish last week, I bought another bottle. And guess what I found when I got home? Another one down in my craft room. It is so disorganized in there that I've got stuff that I don't know I've got. So as well as sorting through boxes and things, I've got to go through my room and really sort it and make sure that I know what I've got, so that when I go to the shops, I don't over-purchase. Because that's another $7 I could have spent on something else. But I'm not going to grizzle much. Only a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Am I allowed to grizzle a little bit? I'm listening. I'm waiting for a resounding yes. Good. I've got it. Thank you. Took a little while to get here to these old ears, but, you know, it works eventually. Okay, that one is just going to fit too. That's cool. So I got the measurements right all the way through. Oh, I'm so clever today. Just so clever. I haven't put the timer on because I'm going to let this run until I have at least exhausted all of these strips. At least. I have got stamping on my list to do, but that would just depend upon how soon I can get this done. I did not even take a note of the time that I started. Let's call it 5 minutes ago. Okay. Alright, oh, that was much better. Didn't get my finger stuck on the little frilly bits. Turn it over and press it down. Yay! Now this I think needs something a little bit stronger on the whole page, so I'll leave that one for now. I might turn over and do some of the back pages. Now I've got one on that. That's the other end of that. So okay, we'll put one on here too, so that both ends have got one. That way one won't be jealous of the other, will they? Of course not. We can't have jealous pages. About to start singing, folks. It's not working. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Oh, yes it is. I'm glad it started working because I really don't feel up to singing today. I was of a double mind whether to start turning the camera on or not. And I thought, no, just do it. It'll get you out of your shell, because I was feeling a little bit under the weather, just with sinuses. Nothing serious, so don't panic. It's just that sinus, sometimes can get very painful. And I've taken my antihistamines and I've taken some pain relief, so I'm toughing it out. I'm being a tough old lady. That didn't feel right under the fingers. Somebody must have been eating something because that felt like food. Wasn't me. Was not me. Promise it was not me. Okay, now I don't want to put anything over the hole, so I'll leave that one and we'll put something on this one. Do you agree? Thank you. I'm so glad you do. I love asking you questions when you've got to say yes, because you don't have any choice. It's only when you comment, and please do, if you disagree with something I say, tell me. Don't give me a thumbs down, just tell me. I hate that thumbs down, I wish we could take it off. But I know that's not going to happen, because so many people like being thumb fanatics. When you do press the thumbs, either be it up or down, nobody knows it was you. And I guess that's why a lot of people do their thumbs down thing, because it's the anonymity of it all. They can give you a thumbs down, make you feel uncomfortable, and not tell you why or who they did or what for, all that sort of stuff. And it's so frustrating, because I would dearly love to know. Now, I don't get many thumbs down, thank goodness, but when I do, I'd love to know why. What was it about the video that you didn't like or you did like? Because, as I said, the algorithm doesn't tell us who presses the thumbs. So if you want me to know you've been by, yes, by all means, give me a thumbs up. I love them. But just drop a hello into the box as well, down into the comments, just to let me know it was you that stopped in. So, I'd really love to see some more comments. I'm getting a lot more views now, so thank you, everyone. I really appreciate those views coming up too. So I'm doing something right, aren't I? Okay, I've got one more border left. And it's just going to fit onto that old music paper. You beauty. The Australian saying would be, "Oh, ripper, reader." Uh-oh. It doesn't want to play. And every time I say that, it plays nice. I love this double-sided tape stuff. It's absolutely gorgeous. I would be stuck without, or unstuck without it. Life would be so much more difficult. Okay, this is good. So we have some borders on some of the pages. We have the front covers done. So let's do some stamping next, shall we? I've got my remote control here for the fan. I don't have a remote control for my camera. Didn't come with one, doesn't have the function on it, so I can't stop, pause, and do what all the other ladies do with their stuff. So, yeah, I've got to do things the hard way, but I love it. I love it. Okay, let's bring in my beautiful stamp press. Organise my stamp scrubber. Come on. You want to play, so come out of there. Okie doke. This is clean. I did give it a good scrub before, but some of the darker inks will stain this stamp cleaner, so don't stress. Put the cleaner on one side. I'm using it stays on all-purpose stamp cleaner. I must remember to take price tags off things. Okay, that's what I'm using. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I just enjoy using their product. Okay, we'll just close that. No, we won't close it because I'm going to use it quite often. Okay, put that there. Now, I have a big box well, relatively big in comparison to the space I'm working in, as in one of these beautiful boxes. And it's got some of my favourite stamps for doing journals, lots of little sayings, a couple of flowers, and this one, film strip. I'd like to use that today. And the flower. And what else have I got in there? Come on, show me, show me, show me, show me. Background, we can use that. What else have I got down here? Okay, so it looks like the only thing I'm going to be using on the stamp press, I've got lots of stamps, but I don't want to do them yet. Oh, hello, I've just found paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I might have to haul that out and use that in this journal, because it's just going to be a generic type journal. I sometimes don't, well, a lot of the time I don't theme my journal. No. I think I will just, I might use those too, because they're rather nice. Okay, now I'll show you my choice of stamps for the day again. This one is by Clear Design. It's called Treasure the Moments. And the stamps are really quite lovely. Helps if you take all the sticky off the stamp thing, doesn't it? Now, there are things like create, follow your heart, inspiration you'll find. Find your heart, be yourself, simplicity, order, calm and clarity. It soothes the soul and reaches for elegance. Kindness. Kindness is compassion, empathy, goodwill, courage, sweetness and light, and the wisdom of warmth. Love, oh gosh, I didn't line these up very well at all. The soul of life, love a reason for happiness, and the shortest distance between hearts and memories. Treasure the moment, savor the past, remember, and don't we all do that? Then I have the Kaiser Craft background beehive, or chicken wire they call this one. So let's take these out of their packet so that I can get them easily and quickly. And my favourite little flower, I loved stamping this out on book pages, colouring it and then cutting them out and then putting two on top of each other and shaping them up. Absolutely beautiful and brand new, never been used. The film strip, had to stop and think what it was. Oh dear, sad. Very, very sad. Okay, let's put some chicken wire on this page. And I'm not going to worry about the order that I take these pages out of the journal, because I'm just going to be using all sorts of pages everywhere, and it's not going to matter to me. Okay. Oh, ink. That's another thing I've got to have. I think I might do this sepia. Versifine by... Oh gosh, Sukineko? Is that how you pronounce it, the T being silent? Sukineko? I hope so. But I do love the vintage. It's absolutely stunning. Now, oh yes, I can do that. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Okie doke. Let's get this on here. And I haven't got any backing paper. Oh, so, what I will do is just put this, that page there, I'll put that under there, and it can become my stamping background in case I go off the edge, which I'm bound to do when I'm using backgrounds. So, we'll just put that there. No, we'll just put it over here, I think. I need those magnets out of there. So, brain, you're not thinking at all well. Put that one on top. Okay. And peel it off the backing. And I'm going to stamp, oops, turn it up the other way. And down there, I think, to start with. need most of them to go from about here down. Okay. Now this is just a guesstimate. Because nothing has to be rocket science about this particular part of the show. And I don't have one of those beautiful things that I see other girls use. They've got this, like a felt ball or something rather on a big hand, and they rub it over there. They look absolutely wonderful. It saves doing this. Oh, I like that. I like it very much. Okay, let's move that down to there so that I know where the page was, and to there, and I can flip it round because I can put it there where that was, and that one, and guess what? I will have the stamp in approximately the same place as I had before. I'm just so smart. In my own lunchbox. So clever. Oh, that does look lovely. I do like that. I really do like it. Okay, get out my beautiful baby wipes and wipe my press down because I don't need that getting ultra dirty. I could use that to wipe the stamp down too. Those little acrylic ones clean up really, really well. They don't actually need the cleaner, so I will close the lid on that so it doesn't dry out on us. Okay. I do like that. That is lovely. I could turn it over and do another lot, couldn't I? Yes, I could. And I've just dried off the stamp. What a dope. Oh well. I haven't got another cloth around, so let's experiment. We've cleaned off the stamp. It's probably still a little bit damp. So let's see what happens when I re-ink and re-stamp. Taking the ink really well. That's kind of cool. Okay, I do need to ink more, I think, because it just has not taken up the way I want it to. Not quite dark enough in here. The beauty of the stamp presses is that you can do this. You don't move your paper, don't move your stamp, and it all just happens beautifully. This is precision stamping at its very, very best. And it's still not coming up there. Why? Ah, not enough pressure on it. Okay. That's the only problem. It was not enough pressure. Lesson learned. Okie doke, that's good. So let's turn it round. 1, 2, 3.